So James, is that where you go when you're like, man, it's been a shit week, you know? I just want people to, you know, clap. You know,
I used to go there to get a posh salad, and then like walk home from there. But funnily enough, even in Santa Monica, when I'm hanging out with my mates, going down the seaside, even there I would get recognized by German tourists. Even in bloody Los Angeles, there's always German tourists. They're like, "Are you the moderator?" Which is the German English for commentator. I was like, what do you mean, like chat moderator? Are you asking me if I moderate the chat? But no, that's not what I meant. Anyway, finally we are here. Cloud9 will be the aggressors on the T side. Roland's got a lot of issues through Monster. Maybe Jaquinho can help him with them. Very patient shots. Get two at the very least. And maybe Golden can get some more. He'll get shot in the face though. And he will deliver a kill onto Floppy. So it's still a 2 versus 2 as Cloud9 charge the B-bomb site.
Oh man, Jaquinho could have gotten more there. Still slow and steady. Gets 2 kills though, leaving Messi by his lonesome. Bomb is not even down either. Oh man, that's a crispy shot onto JW though. Makes it a 1-on-1. If anything, I was gonna say at least gonna get the bomb down. Oh my god, and he does it. He just fakes plants instead. Crimps obviously want to get in a better position. You see the camera as well. Obviously,
he's cheeky smile.
Yeah, he's super cheeky. He's definitely getting Nando's tonight for sure. Give the man some chicken.
I feel like that's like, you're so mad if you die to that because you can just get guaranteed money and still have a pretty good engagement. Where I mean, and he has a very low HP as well. So if he misses the headshot and it's a Glock at range, I feel like he took a pretty low percentage play there and just like walked away like very happy.
It's always the gamble, right? You make the argument right after. I'll be like, oh man, you should have just planned to guarantee us the plant, right? The money.
Yeah. I think that's a great thing to do for sure.
Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, you're always called a genius, right? If it works. For Messi here, classified as the genius. The buy though from Fnatic. And Overpass as well. It's a difficult map for these kind of rounds, especially not being able to spot the scout. There's a lot of long distance duels to get a lot of tags, and then you kind of use the pistols to mop up the scraps. And it's Alex here making his way up in mid. We do see the C9 members so circulating around these B bomb sites. So for Alex, just getting in position. Might just be doing a bit of a lurk setup here. Getting maybe some freebies. Obviously knows as well that he has the flank. Can't go into underpass at least unless they go through CT spawn. But here we go.
Smokes up to split the site in half. This will slow things down for Cloud9. They have some time to play with. See,
look at that. Because they're so slow, Fnatic thinks it's a fake. And it is. Actually turns out to be a fake. 30 seconds left now? Come on. No, I don't know about that. Okay.
Yeah, you can see the hesitation. I think they just had that exact discussion, Robin. But now there's a 2-man creep towards short B for the CTs. Floppy will see some of it. But the bomb has to go in. And indeed, it is protected VIP as they move into the monster tunnel to the bomb site. Smokes have come and gone. He's got to find an angle to plant. It's risky, but there is cover where it needs to be. They've outmaneuvered Fnatic in that respect, but it's still a dangerous round. Zeppa, 2 HP, S-Tag, 6 HP, Fnatic, not much to lose. There could be more problems here for Cloud9.
Yeah, again, what a smart plan. Yeah, I was going to say, what a smart plan from C9 there as well. They kind of know they don't have short control of the B area. So you see the bomb plan. It's very risky because it's planted towards upper. No control there. Goes for a gamble, obviously, with the timing that's left on the round. Pays off. And that was looking extremely dangerous. Obviously, we see on the minimap the whole time the process to what we pointed out with communication. Alex has the full A bomb site. So he's like, guys, like, you know, there's no one here. Let's go. But spots as well that there's no time left to kind of get that accomplished. Have to run all the way through T spawn if they were to do that. Not going to happen. So it's still a solid round on the board here from C9, but was looking very dangerous for a second.
Yeah, really important too. Like we know that if they get a pretty solid T side, and this is obviously the way to start that, then their chances to win rise astronomically as they are way more confident on that CT side. That they're super. It might be one of the most comfortable halves they have in their entire map pool, given everything that we've seen and the way that they've talked about it. So, yeah, if they can get between like 5 and 8 rounds on this T side, I think they're going to be pretty happy with themselves. This is a good way to start it. Roland does sound like a little, but yeah, that was really worrying, and hopefully they don't put themselves in that kind of a position again.
Another slow round here from C9, just taking their sweet time. You know, obviously with Fnatic not having a lot of money. Normally we see more of a gamble stack of rounds like these. But it's Crims that has a very aggressive angle here in bathroom, and Golden is still there. He's obviously tagged, trying to help him out on a distance. But the longer the rounds goes here, the more of a gamble we should be seeing from Fnatic, and exactly that. Crims taking up a little bit more space, gets set bomb. There's no one here to do the trade. There's no one long, so... But as I say that, Alex walks all the way up to the A-bomb site. Again, we saw the same thing the last round. And Golden was there previously, so it's a bit of a timing as he kind of rotates back.
Hello.
Alex walks up. It's a cheeky wallbang though. Common spot, but Alex goes down. That's 2 bullets doing a lot of damage. And again, a dangerous round here from C9. 15 seconds left.
Oh, things getting so awkward. 12 seconds. Does anybody dare try to stop the bomb plants up? Golden go for a wallbang here with the Deagle, but doesn't choose to reveal his position. Nice spray from Bran to eliminate Floppy. Suddenly Mezzi's alone, 1 versus 3. He could still clean up here, but it won't be easy for him. There is one coming in from the back, and he's got to focus on that smoke, which is going back of the head. Not easy. He'll go for the 180 Mezzi, but there's too many man on the road, and Fnatic will steal the 3rd round away. This was an eco for them, but here we are.
Yeah, that's a great round from Brolin as well. Just really taking his time. Gets the 3 kill, and having a guy from Fnatic as well coming from the flank so late, even if it's just USPs, putting Messi. Messi had a great spot there if they didn't have a flanker with 2 low Fnatic members. But again, around maybe talk about C9 was definitely favored for that, but never say never in this day and age with CSGO. It's always a possibility to turn around.
And it was something I highlighted earlier in the series was that Cloud9, when they play these really slow rounds, it's something that they're trying to work in to their kind of overall game plan. But it's a kind of round where having less experienced players can definitely hurt. When you play those really slow rounds, you need to have experience and decisiveness. And we can see that's, I mean, they won the other round that was very risky like that too. We'll see them going a bit faster here. They'll get denied ultimately, though they've actually recovered a 3v3 with a minute and a half on the clock. There is a lot to work with a 3v3. It feels like, honestly, that started off looking very bad, but this is now very workable. And they've got Tag lurking bathrooms, looking for the info.
Yeah, he's gonna have to wait here a second though. We see the remainder C9 members. They're actually just holding. Again, we talk about how Fnatic likes to play aggressive, and they have no idea where these guys could be. That's what I talk about, you know, taking their time. And just the fact that S-Tag is here doesn't mean that everything else is clear. They're going to be making their way towards A-Long. Is this just going to be one of those rounds that S-Tag just gets done by his lonesome on this A-bomb site? We see the remainder Fnatic members already. Sure, JW making his way in underpass, but I think this might be a save call unless JW gets a kill here early.
Does he look for a cross from long? Perhaps he will, but it seems to be a smoke up.
I think you make the argument here you plan towards spawn as well, because you have, yeah, exactly, very smart. You don't come from mid here, you don't come from bathroom, you know for a fact that it could be there. Very smartly done by C9. It's the small things. You end up planning on the other side, bomb goes down, and all of a sudden it's a 2v2 and Fnatic is in it. But now all of a sudden it's just so difficult. No molly either to kind of clear off some of these angles, so you're kind of banking on the fact that sure, some smokes will go down, maybe some missed shots from C9, but time is slowly creeping down and JW goes down, and this should be, and it is going to be, a C9 round. Impressive. Slow and steady. I'm loving these plays that they're doing. You know, even when they have S-Tag all the way up in mid there, he comes from bathroom, but they just know the tendencies from Fnatic are very active on this map, not taking any gambles, taking their sweet time, and then kind of works the map control that they've given themselves. It's a really nicely done round. Do you see a tactical coming in here now? And looking at the money from Fnatic, I do think that it's coming from them. Maybe a discussion as to, they're definitely buying, most likely, but maybe a conversation as to what they want to do with the round and what they should be buying. Golden here, that's a little bit strapped for cash.
Yeah, it is really scary, honestly, that we saw those 2 really slow rounds from Cloud9 when they were playing against half buy and eco and so on, and it almost that they kind of put themselves in a position where they were desperate and had to really struggle, and it almost feels like they were lucky not to lose that first one where they finished B. And so it's an amazing scenario given those 2 rounds that were very scary, that they're now in this advantage 3-1, and if they're able to get rid of this buy for Fnatic, they're probably going to be 5-1 up. So really good opportunity here for Cloud9. We talked about how huge the T side can be for them. Oh, that's a huge play. Able to find the aggression. 5 versus 4. And for Fnatic, they've got real decisions to make. They have a forward player for information here, JW. He's so important in this. If he can pick up a couple of kills, oh, he doesn't actually get even any damage. He's in trouble. They're going to be chasing him down. Oh, God, this is very awkward. JW, oh, barely able to escape, but still not out of trouble just yet. And he'll get finished off by Floppy, just trying to get out of position in time. And it is going from bad to worse for Fnatic.
They used almost all of their flashes, Cloud9, just to chase JW on long. I never heard so many pops that weren't part of an execute. Golden's posting up to give Crim some cover, spots the shadows, they're lining up for him, but he needs kills, not damage. Crim's now requiring a multi-frag, he's alone and they'll bunch up, but just 2 for him. I say just, he's made it doable for Jaquinho. They don't know where he's coming from. Imagine it will be a truck plant, as it will be safer in this situation.
I was reading it to be. Yeah, I was going to say this from Jaquinho because we know this well, and I think C9 might be aware of this as well. We should want to pay attention to who is actually remainder and who's left. Jaquinho, when he has been trying to help out this A bomb side, he has been actively coming from this underpass area, and I think maybe the call was made of watch out, they might be going B. Takes the gamble, and just because of that, forces him to kind of save. And a situation like this, sure, you don't have the money bomb down, but you should know that one of the guys from C9 is low. You can make the argument of it's a 1-on-2, and it's a kind of winnable 1 versus 2. So you could be going for it, but obviously with the map control that C9 had, and I think that they had the read as well that Jaquinho was coming from the flank. Very difficult situation to be in. But I like that, James. You know, as you pointed out, there's a lot of flashbang rings in just to get the kill on JW, and sure, you make the argument of, you know, like, I think that if they don't get the kill there, probably round over, but just the fact that they get it opens up the map a lot, puts a lot of pressure. And wow, I mean, we talked about it. I was worried about C9's T side coming into this, but just their good start here early. Fnatic just 1 round on the board, but C9 getting the pistol round win and some stable consecutive rounds after that. Really putting Fnatic to the test here. Should be, and I say that usually and tend to just be proved wrong, but it should be a somewhat easy round for C9. Really kind of come in the hands of Jaquinho here with M4.
Tower of Humanity.
Are all those 3 stickers on his weapon there, the new ones?
The back one isn't. No, just the top one.
Just that one, right? Okay, yeah.
The front one, I think, is it. The back one is ESL something 2019, Katowice, and top one is the new one. Top one is the one that's like a cake.
Spend some money on this.
Top one's got that Corona weight on it, you know.
Yeah, I can see that.
Chunkier.
Yeah. I like it. We talk about re-rounds and stuff like that. They just made theirs a little bit more modern. Still kept
and a bit more to hold on to, you know. It's got love handles.
Yeah. Slow round here. 40 seconds left. C9's been very cautious here so far this round. Bomb is making its way towards that B area, towards Monster actually as well. And the timing here for Fnatic actually might work out. But because C9 has made some noise over at A, you know, knowing as well Fnatic is on a low buy, they're going to go for more of a gamble. And they're opting towards A. 15 seconds now, like Alex running this Navi style. These rounds, always difficult to play against when they're so low on time, especially if you add fakes to that. It's only just one member from Fnatic that was holding there at the end, and rotates does come in, but it's 2 nice kills from Alex. Crims gets an AK save though, at least.
And what if those nades killed the bomb planter? That would have been somewhat spicy. So this is a very strong scoreline for Cloud9 on the T side of Overpass. 5-1, and I don't know how many rounds Fnatic have come close to winning. This has not been easy for them. They have plenty of money next round, but something has to change. And again, these late rounds from Cloud9 proving to be quite successful at present. I do wonder if Fnatic will try to hold on to the odd smoke a little longer than they might otherwise. JW 0 for 6 at the moment. That needs to change if they are to do better. You can see those grenades flying in. Mezzi down to 21 HP as he planted the bomb.
Yeah, it would be good to see Fnatic getting some initiative early on and finding advantage through that. We don't get any of those. Oh, there's that early molly. Will be smoked immediately, so access to the playground is there straight away. So there is initiative here from Fnatic, and they don't want to necessarily overcommit here. You do want to just show that presence. You know, you play aggressively to be able to play better defensively, ultimately, is what this is about. And they can fall back. Playing bathrooms now. They've slowed Cloud9 down. And Floppy's playing very passively now after taking that early damage towards Monster. We may actually get a possible push there. Indeed, waiting in the smoke, pushing that Monster tunnel. Fnatic have a lot of info. If they keep pushing, they're going to find Floppy. And Roland might... Ooh, no, he was... For a second, he was thinking about it. Okay, maybe he's going to go for it. They know Floppy must be around here somewhere, so... if they've been studying the demos, Floppy always is the guy that lurks. And he's going to catch Brolan. Great angle. Oh, with 50 seconds left, that's a huge problem.
This is so unlike Fnatic as well. Now that I saw it as well, Brolan over towards the B, we haven't seen a lot of aggression from Fnatic on this A bomb side yet. Not it being up in mid at all. That's why, like Cloud9, I think that their approach has been so good of like taking it cautiously. Let's take our time. It's 30 seconds again left on this bomb. They're just getting their way into bathroom. JW does spot him though, but timing is just not there. Strafing as they're coming. Smokes down though, and we mentioned the whole thing with time. Look at it. They're forced to kind of fall back. 15 seconds left. There's no way this should be a C9 round from everything that's happened. But just the fact that Jaquinho goes down, we talk about the time. The bomb needs to go down now. 3v2 now. These counts I have looking very Furia fashioned of these double fakes into the 20-second margins left on the round and just constantly forces to rotate.
Oh, Golden could clutch this, but I think he has read where Mezzi is, or has he? 1v1, he has a kit. Oh, he tapped him, he knows he's there now. He's gone to the red gold and he's clutched it. He might even have time to go back for the AWP afterwards. They weren't expecting that one. 1 HP, Jesus. The man walks on water.
Wow. Oh my god! Funny is all you see Mezzi, like he's getting tagged. He's then so afraid of his life that he gives his position away. Obviously, that's just a spam for Golden, just to see if he gets any blood, if he hits any tags or whatever. Oh my god! He's so smart.
Oh man! There's a lot of damage being done in that tag as well, so I can totally see why Mezzi is getting worried there. Good job on the retake from Fnatic. That was not looking likely when Jaquinho goes down there. Low on time, but this is... I'm, you know, usually not a fan of slow rounds and stuff like that, but I think that Cloud9 is making it exciting once we remove the first minute of the round, but just a very cool tendency here. This is the start now, at least. We haven't seen this from either teams before, especially I noted the whole thing with Fnatic's aggression on the A bomb site. I do think that Fnatic might have changed positions. We haven't seen Brolan active here on A. We see him again here at B with Jaquinho, and not sure if I quite like this change from them. Obviously, we can talk about changing positions because maybe they felt that it hasn't been working out, but I've always had this feeling that Brolan has just been so active on this A bomb side. Sure, maybe there's some off games that he has, but it just creates so much space for his teammates. And we don't really see that now from Fnatic. We see a lot more timid kind of defensive plays. This is really the first time we get to see JW a little bit more active at the start of the round and getting the kill.
Yeah, and just losing that player early on as well. We don't have any lurk towards B for Cloud9. They don't really they need to have all the men, all the players in one place. Looking to go for an earlier timing on a bomb site at 35 seconds. We'll see them moving towards A, and that's a great pick onto Crimson. JW can make all the difference here with the AWP. Golden, though, Alec's going to make things a little bit easier. He slows it down. Ooh, floppy down to 16 HP. JW does get the tag. Oh,
there we go.
It off just before he dies as well. That's a huge kill to get.
Starting to warm up is JW, and not because of the Molotov. Should see more of him in the future rounds. Got his first kill in the round prior. There's a creep and a trade from Alex. Probably on long as far as Jaquinho is concerned. But he's got to wait for that fire to go. Alex could be in a number of places now. Does he have an angle to go for this defuse? He's going to hold the angle, actually. He spots the shadow as well. The bait from Alex is ready there for the crouch peek. Straight into the crosshairs, head first. And there's a consecutive round for Fnatic. The greatest thing for them is that the money's not great for Cloud9, but it might be close enough for them to force, considering Fnatic only survived with one player alive.
Yeah, and also a nice round as well from the new guy in Fnatic, a 1 versus 1. I feel like he actually plays this really well. Fakes defuse, doesn't move at all, doesn't shoot on the jump as well. We talk about experience and maybe even some nerves, but he holds his ground, forces Alex, because again, Alex has no idea if he's sticking the defuse or not, but crispy shot there as well onto him, and that's a well-needed round from Fnatic. Forces actually C9 on the half by here, a lot of nades, but it's pistols with armor, and an aggressive play from Crims.
Trying to force the issue here, moving up short quickly. That's a very important kill from Alex, trying to entry through short. Does distract them, which gives Zeppa the opportunity to get a frag as well. He has been able to pick up the AUG. They're very weak, however, and Jaquinho is all that's required to finish them off. And that's a round for Fnatic, a much-needed round. They could still turn this half on its head, gain some momentum, and I mean, with the economy that they're gaining, start maybe making more aggressive plays, pressure more. But this is a great start for them to get back into it, that's for sure. Hopefully, for their sake, Cloud9 doesn't find a way to throw a wrench into the work, the good work that they're doing right now.
It's nice to see Jaquinho having a good series as well. Tied in frags with Golden. Yet another nice 2-kill there as well to hold up the B bomb site. This is what I like to see from Fnatic. This is what I've been missing. Economy a little bit better now, I say that, but they're pretty broke. But oh, they're expecting it too, though. Just the Crimson is low, so I'm going up there. Gets the flash right in the face. JW was there to help him out, but normally you don't tend to see people going down in the fashion that Crims just did. Forces JW to take up another position.
Yeah, doesn't have his old help of Brolan on the A-bomb side either. Heat bridging monster with Jaquinho at the moment. It would be Golden to pick up the slack. Doesn't have the smoke to right-click in this position as Brolan normally would. Allows to defend different areas with some cover. That's a different way to do it for Golden. Still alive with 20 HP. Goes back through the smoke once again as Estag needs to avoid a potential flashbang. And that makes it competitive for Fnatic. 2 versus 3. HE towards the default plant spot. Normally it'd bounce it off the truck windows for a meteor connection. Door open by Jaquinho. Turtle not. There will be angles held by Cloud9.
Yeah, look at these positions from C9. Yeah, that's the one guy that maybe you're expecting, but never that would you be expecting 2 of them over there. Nothing for Braun to do here other than sticking the defuse.
Shake his ass.
Yeah, shake it a bit.
One thing I want to point out that I think was really cool from C9 is that they know that JW plays the bathrooms with the AWP, and they know he plays towards that long, pretty common. I love how Alex didn't show himself long until his teammates had gotten so far up that they were able to shoot towards JW, because you'd notice that actually they didn't even try to kill JW, they just shot some bullets which drew his crosshair across, and then he was like, oh, okay, I just checked long, nothing was there, now I can go long to get to the site, and that's when Alex peaks. So it was all by design. So really cool, because that's like a free kill just off of creating some misinformation. Next level stuff there.
Yeah, I'm talking about Fnatic here. It's a shame that round didn't work out for them. I would love for them to continue this kind of aggression that we kind of know and love them for. But you can make the argument here as well, just the fact that how Cloud9 has started this half so far, that, and obviously from the previous round as well, that they kind of expect Fnatic to be doing these random pushes. So just ensuring that every single time, wherever we walk, if you're C9, but always ensure that you have the one player there to kind of help you out and at least try and get a trade. Some movements being done here or some sound cues, but another, I'd say, very safe round from C9. I think it's a really good call here from Alex as well. We haven't utilized A long a whole lot, and to do it here on an eco round as well should be a little bit safer. And again, we look at, they don't have banana control. Floppy is there, but normally you talk about planning towards spawn instead.
Well, there were a lot of angles, but Cloud9 decided it wasn't a maps class and took them all away. And that leaves Brollan with the USP as the last man to fall for his team. Cloud9 with 7 rounds so far, from 11 on their T side. Still in a very strong position in this deciding map of the series. Loser is eliminated, of course.
Yeah, we got to note as well. We talk a lot about, obviously, Seppa being the last player to come into this Cloud9 roster, but another change that they have obviously made was the change to their coaching staff from Kassad to Almapati.
Yes.
We'll see if we maybe get to ask some questions about that if C9 wins. See his involvement here. JW gets the first kill, though. It's a fast B push. Again, we see the tendency for C9 be playing this half very slow. Throw in a very fast round at that here now.
Grim's almost caught with a grenade, but he's able to hold on, jiggle, and deliver with the FAMAS. And that's important because he gets second kill onto Floppy around that smoke. Alex now 1 versus 3, waiting for a peek. Can see the elevated double peak for Golden and Crims. They need not push forward. Alex doesn't want JW getting that rifle. Well, there's the opening. Now where are the remainder? Does he stay on the B bomb site? Does he pick up the bomb and try and make a play towards A? He has a minute on the clock with which to do it. And indeed, it looks like he'll be legging it upstairs. He reads that they're both... Oh, the spray is absolutely glorious from Crims. You ain't going nowhere, son.
Get out of here. Here the sound cue, 3 kill from Crims. That's a nice hold as well, knowing as well they didn't have a lot of utility, so you could argue that Fnatic getting some kills early on the execute from C9 really helped them. I actually really like that call from C9. Glad that Fnatic had a solution to it as well, and just because of that, we'll see a tactical. Might be from C9 here. That round will actually, despite the fact that they have been pretty dominant here on the T side, they are broke. Have the potential of buying a little bit, and that might be what the timeout was for, knowing as well that Fnatic only had 2 members alive. So we talk about economy and the state, and the question probably is, do we want to let them into this game by saving? It's always a gamble round as well. Obviously, you lose this one, you give Fnatic even more ways to get into this game. But by winning it again, then putting Fnatic in just a really tough spot, forced on another save, and economy is just in tatters. And we'll see. Yeah, they do go for it. Very common, I'd argue. We do compare, so for both of these teams, I think it's going to be whoever wins this one might be make the argument of potentially being the team that wins the half. But C9 with 7, still an uphill battle from Fnatic. I didn't even see it. Where was he? Am I blind?
Above.
He was above, right? Okay, yeah, it's just...
Could be anywhere. I don't know if he jumped on the... I have no idea where he was, actually. No idea. The blood spatter looks like he was below. So maybe he was on the corner of the stairs, which I'll explain in a second. There's a great spray from Chiquinho, which secures the bomb. So if you're a T coming through connector, trying to clear the stairs, your gun model... Oh my god, the damage. Oh, it's in a statistic as well. Your gun model... basically, you can sit in the corner of the stairs as a CT, and the gun model of the Ts will obscure the vision. So, unless you're aware of that situation, you might walk around those stairs and not see someone because your gun barrel's blocking the angle. So maybe it was that, maybe it was something else. It's good to be aware of it either way.
Yeah, and Alex obviously not saving here. He just wants to try and do some damage, but he does want to go down just to even out the money. 6-7 now. It's a comeback from Fnatic. a little bit at least. Again, would argue that that round was very important. Oh, there. I see. Okay. What? We talk about long distance shotguns, man. Like even yesterday with the auto shotgun, Mag 7 obviously is used to be the king of the block when it comes to shotguns. JW has always been very active with that weapon.
This is a really good first half from Cloud9, but I do worry that they'll be a bit too relaxed in the second half because they've done so well here already.
Ooh,
nice double nade there.
Utility belt like Batman.
Really not that much for them to do right now.
Round just started. Oh, JW is going maximum JW right now. Oh, please, just make it happen. The internet needs it. Floppy says no. Glock's enough. Now he can make some money with this Mag 7. That's not an engagement he wants to take, however.
Yeah, that's asking for a lot from a Mag 7, that distance. Let's smoke him off, though. Not probably expecting Crims to be here to help him out.
Love it. There's a good reason for S-Tag to full spray there, because Cloud9 may try to move down a tunnel and punish the reload, but of course not S-Tag, whoever it was who was spraying for Fnatic. But I think Crims was on the stairs to peek afterwards. There we go. You can see him starting to move in as soon as he knows he's about to run out of bullets. Easy bait with a teammate there. Small things, but we recognize them.
Alright, so the last round of the first half, and a lot of possibilities here for Cloud9 to actually get A, which would be enormous. Ooh, JW is...
Oh, it's very unfortunate, yeah.
Again, he's not been hitting as many shots as you'd expect today. We'll see.
Yeah, that's the second. It's the second time we tried to go aggressive at least. I like the fact that they're at least trying to show themselves, but this is again another really good round by C9. Spots as well, JW being aggressive, so opt for a fast round at B. Jackinia has been really good on this bomb side, I'd say. Got to give credit to where credit's due. We've seen a lot of 2-3 kills from him. And as I pointed out, it's going to be, or looking to be, potentially, there's a lot of low Fnatic members here, so it's down to the wire. Bomb is down though. Alex doesn't have any utility left.
Two ults as well.
Yeah. Oh! I was gonna say, if you can manage to at least get it to a point where it's like a lot of one-on-one duels, it's doable. Obviously, seeing the HP on all 3 remainder players on the server. And he's so smart here. Like, sure, Crims has a great spot, but we talk about potentially getting the one-on-one duels, and he is not going to work out. Though it's going to be the last round of the half for Fnatic, 8-7, heading into the last half of this series. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
Always be like, oh, be careful with it, you know, don't tilt it and stuff. So I don't know if moving a bonsai tree around is all that easy. Talking about plants that Robin and I have accidentally killed.
Or about to.
Yeah, I had a terrarium full of cacti and I drowned it because, you know, I was away for 2 months. I was like, oh my god, it must be starving. I gave it loads of water, then it just kind of collapsed and died eventually. So we're into the pistol on the second half of the final map. Fnatic are 1 round ahead for now. Brolan has been gifted a P250 by Golden. So he is the raid boss. Having a look on a slide towards party. It's got that Inferno P250. Remembering the Boston Major. And a certain
never forget events. Slow round here. Really at the hand side, we talk about the P250 buys on pistol rounds and stuff like that. It's very good, especially on a map like Overpass. Just a lot of long distance duels here. But we see the tendency here. Oh, he gets insta-dinked. Well, goodbye with that. But we know as well that what Fnatic wants to do here. Brawler was really, we wasn't obviously supposed to get tagged there, but really just wanted to cause some ruckus and potentially do some damage. And for Fnatic to kind of just do a pop expo round here towards his B-bomb site.
Ooh, looking a little bit labored there, but they do manage to finally do Fnatic, get a couple kills, get the entries they need. Still can be turned around though, but need to hit some excellent shots. Mezzi's unable to do that. Alex, though, is able to kind of isolate these players. He is surviving an awfully long time here, but it feels like it's inevitable at this point. They're all, actually, that's it. They're all very low, but it is going to be a Fnatic round that is quite crucial. Do we get a force buy from Cloud9? Full force. Yeah, this was a little bit crazy actually. Felt like this really could have gone either way. The classic monster rush. I think it's a great strat. I mean, you can get everybody like swinging at the same time, which is
especially
really
with the Glock. Yeah, especially with the Glock as well. Like you talk about where's the best case. That's why you saw a lot of tendencies with the app plays as well. Inferno with the Glock trains and stuff. Really want to just get in CT's face.
Well, they split the pistols. They've split the pistols now on this map. Fnatic won both pistols on Inferno. Pistols were split on Vertigo. These are the usual grenades you see to take sniper angles away, thrown from various places. Some throw them from T-spawn. Liquid sometimes would throw them from the playground area, which is what I do as well. And Molotov from the fountain. Nice pop flash. Maybe Alex spotted. Jump peeking from sight. On rare occasion, you'll see a lurk smoke to take that angle away so we can't see down towards the divider. Not too often you see it though. Can often be a gap behind it and a CT defending. But anyway, there are 45 seconds left and Cloud9 have got a lot of smoke grenades. And this could prove to be a problem for the Swedes.
Especially if Alex gets some tags here as well before they hit the bomb site. Really giving the pistols the chance here to cause some damage. And yeah, to your, as you pointed out here, James, I mean, it's one smoke and one flashbang left on Fnatic. This is a dangerous round, but as I say, that JW does get Alex here now, and it should open up the round a little bit more. Still just as attack here by his lonesome. It's gonna go down.
Those were very urgent kills, I feel like.
They were, for sure. Even if Alex just spots the one guy and doesn't go down, then he gets a chance to fall back. It's always the crossfire potential there of having to clear the bomb site without any utility. You have to kind of force to just throw a lot of bodies on him. Very close round. Pretty likely here as well. Fnatic obviously not going for any kind of chase. So at least we'll have 2 saved pistols. Some utility and armor heading into next round.
Terrorists win.
You we see that shot there. Alex just trying to clear long a little bit, trying to get some information. But as soon as he goes down, that's Fnatic's go-to sign to just hit the bomb site. There's 2 members here still from C9, but crossfires were just not a possibility at that point. And these rounds, they're super scary. You kind of think that it's a freebie of some sorts, but see here C9 as well. Nice flashbang as well. Wants to take this fight early in the map and up in mid already. Krim's getting a fight here onto Alex as well.
Oh, that's an important angle JW has or had. He was helping Brolan now, who worries about his 6, tries to isolate potential fights. He's got immediate sound cues from Floppy. And Cloud9 could fall back. Brolan really can't lose this AK-47 here, but they're heading elsewhere now, Cloud9. At least you can say that they're not coming from T-spawn. They are, however, heading down connector. Does anybody have angles on short B? How far will Cloud9 go? They've got 4 players alive, but they may play for containment and petty theft as opposed to a steal of a round. Chiquinho making more money. My main focus is on this next buy round. This is a must-win for Cloud9, I feel like. Otherwise, Fnatic are going to be very far ahead immediately. Seppers found himself an AK-47, which could come in handy, especially with the talent on Cloud9.
First weapon round now. We'll see. A bit faster around here from Fnatic. We'll see what C9 has in store for us. It was this half that was very dominant showing on the side of C9, so we'll see if they can replicate that versus Fnatic here now. In a slight deficit here, losing the pistol, 11-7. This is the start then, potentially on the CT side run for C9, and Alex in a semi-aggressive position. Misses the shot on Brolan, and he gets the kill.
That's a big whiff from Alex. Don't often those ones. That's a huge one as well, because his position was really, really good. Like, that was definitely not anticipated. The AWP in that angle, that could have made the difference. But I love this re-aggression here from Cloud9, doubling down on this effort. They don't want to allow their opponents to just get into the site. They go with the flashbang. That's going to be successful. Really good play from them. Ooh, getting spammed a little bit through the wood, but you got to love that. Just taking initiative, not losing a play and being too scared, understanding that they, respecting their opponents. If they allow Fnatic to play that advantage, knowing that Fnatic will just be able to run them over. So just off one flashbang, the Suez play is really good.
Mezzi already looks like he's been flashbanged. His brightness settings must be off the chart.
I know if that could also be a webcam setting. I have the same problem. The exposure that's having a bit of fun with the screen. Slow round here now though, 20 seconds left, 4 versus 3. There is utility though on Fnatic, but they don't clear the corner. And is this the start I was talking about for C9? Just leaving Creams here now, 5 seconds left. Might get the bomb down, but no, as I say that, not even at this point.
Oh, Westag's committed with the AWP around the corner, and that is an extra expense that maybe they could do without. Oh boy, they've just lost a lot of money towards the end there. This could prove very interesting. They're chasing Fnatic down for the money, but look at the difference in money. This is very strange. They just lost like $12,000 of cash that they couldn't really afford to lose there. They've got no money. Well, S-Tag's got money from AWP, but there's going to be lack of grenades if they go for the M4s. Having lost everybody while winning the round there could be quite a problem for Cloud9.
Yeah, absolutely.
Might be an argument for a half buy.
I would be very surprised.
Yeah. It's like one of the things you like hate to do it, but it's also a case where the difference between a Famas and an M4 could really be rounds changing. They will have enough for the AWP, but there's just a lack of utility here, and it's a very utility-driven map. And Fnatic are going to recognize that fact. I wouldn't be surprised to see Fnatic try to play slow, try to win the utility game first, and then play a slow rounds to finish off Cloud9. We'll see. Crims is going to be able to take control of sewers. We'll see how long Cloud9 can hold on to their smokes for. They still have 5 smokes. This is actually quite smart, because if you do also anticipate your opponents to be playing slow against you because they're trying to exploit your lack of utility, you as well are going to be able to just gamble and be like, okay, we're going to have to just predict, rely on the fact that we think they're going to play slow, so let's hold on to these smokes. And then that creates a problem for Fnatic, because if Fnatic wait too long and don't pressure these grenades away, then they're not going to be able to abuse that advantage, which kind of that seems to be what's happening right now. We're at the minute mark, and there's still 4 smokes left for Cloud9. That's really good news. And look at the lack of map control here for Fnatic. They've got sewers, but they have nothing towards long just yet. They've only just started clearing it, and there's still a bunch of smokes. This is looking really good for Cloud9 now.
Yeah, and these are rounds like that, when you look at the minimap as well, knowing that Fnatic or Cloud9 has bathroom control, you tend to make the argument here, if you don't clear that on the T's, you plan towards CT spawn instead. But yeah, very, very late rounds here. We kind of expect that on Overpass, but 20 seconds left now, and Jimkina just walks through the smoke. Oh my god. Ness is going to be a bit upset about that, but just the fact that Alex doesn't go down to get it with it at least makes it still be in this round. Yeah, this is a chaotic round all of a sudden.
There's 10 seconds to plant this bomb, and it seems that Fnatic may be able to actually do that. May be able to. Crim's really holding things down now. There's that final commitment to plant the bomb. And it will be by elimination that Fnatic win, and they send Cloud9 to eco time, but boy, was that nervous. considering what was required to get certain kills. Multiple pushes through the smoke to take out players by the Divider in front of the site. And again, not necessarily taking advantage of the mistakes of Cloud9 in that round prior. But here we are. 12-8, and Cloud9 have to eco. The worst has happened.
Yeah, really worst case there for sure.
And it really felt like Cloud9 played. They played better than Fnatic in that last round. They just didn't hit their shots right at the end. You can see Alex whiffed that shot with the AWP, and as Fnatic are desperately trying to like go into the site, they're able to get value. You know, Jaquinho with the walk through the smoke. That was really interesting, because when they dropped that smoke, I was thinking to myself, I wonder what they're going to do with this, because Jaquinho, he doesn't really have a choice but to walk through it. Like that's the only choice, because there's 20 seconds left. His team is hitting the site, which Cloud9 knew about at that point, so he has to walk through it. So it's one of those spots where that small detail that's overlooked created a huge opportunity for Fnatic.
Yeah, and that's not a position to be in here for C9. Talk about economy on the CT side here as well, and it's a rough start for them. Full save, just a P250 on S tag. Should mean that Fnatic goes up to 13. And that's when we gotta start seeing C9 getting a little bit more rounds on the board.
Well, the AK for Alex could be dangerous for Fnatic. I feel like we've seen so many unlikely rounds won this week that maybe we'll see another one here. We should be looking at a 13-8 scoreline. And that would definitely fill Fnatic with confidence, but first they have to get there. And nothing is guaranteed. There's always a chance.
Especially here, at least we do spot they are heading towards that A bomb site. Cloud9 with a 2-man stack on towards B. So depending on timing here, I don't think C9's going to have the ability to kind of get their 2 remaining members here to this A bomb site. So looking like another Fnatic round. But it was a full save from C9. So even for Alex here, picked up an AK to make the argument here of maybe just going for it, doing some damage, or maybe even trying to save the gun.
I think saving that AK makes sense. I feel like the AK over the M4 could be the edge that wins you around. But
yeah, I agree.
I mean, it may be that he wants to try and relieve some pressure by taking some money away from Fnatic, but that's, I think, more than one kill in that situation, which you're probably not getting. It's the only thing I can see there that makes sense.
Yeah, if you think that they're low on money as well, but obviously we know, I think that C9 should also know that there's no money reset to be made here, at least for the next round. Aggressive start here from C9. It's Messi and Alex making their way up in mid. Messi gets a kill, falls back. This is what I was expecting from Fnatic on their CT side, but didn't really see it all too often. Bit of a change in pace here from C9 though. Now all of a sudden makes it a slow round at that. JW creeping his way up in mid, trying to clear everything as Jaquinho is coming from Underpass. Typical Fnatic default, let's say here, taking bathroom control a little bit, taking their sweet time. And then because of the fact that they have control over connector, allows them as well to be very fast on the rotates here. They don't have to execute on B if they don't want to. Bomb's still down, and
yeah,
Golden's actually making his way in here. 40 seconds left. Here's when it gets called though. JW is gonna go and grab that, and man, this is a bit of a Kerrigan tendency here from Golden. Walks into B by his lonesome, gets the kill on Seppa, makes it a 2-on-3. But look at this. This is so annoying if you're C9. Fnatic literally just taking fights everywhere.
And JW has a gamble that the B side is going to be clear, because yeah, he doesn't have time to go to the A site, so he's going to have to walk into B. And if Jackie,
what is Alex playing for here? Self-preservation?
It's really weird.
He has no idea where to look. Oh, he's planting. Oh, the brazen plant, the no respect plant. The scope is heard. Jaquinho can raise the alarm. Fnatic at full strength. Cloud9 don't know where to look. Mezzi's lucky. Maybe he sees the barrel of the gun here. I have no idea what this angle is like. Because when do you see this? But there we go. And with GF Nerd, after all, gets there eventually. There is not a kit for Mezzi or for Alex. JW has the angle. He also has a wine bottle. But he hears the smoke and he goes forward. Is that going to reach? Oh my god, it is as well. The combo meal deal, the Hunger Buster. The flame grilled match point from Fnatic. Not actually match point. One before that.
It's all right. You were excited.
The rest
there,
was
James,
good.
for a
The rest
second.
was good.
Everything else was good. Yeah, nice round here from JW as well. 1-on-2 situation. Has the molly left as well. Doesn't have to use it, obviously. Messed with the smoke. Yeah, I feel like he was showing off at that point, throwing it, you know. But the time was running out as well, so it was a bit of a smart play. If JW goes down there, I'd argue that he doesn't even have time to defuse the bomb anymore anyway, so he made it a bit of a safe round. Some utility though on C9, a scout on Messi, 3 smokes. Zappa was a bit aggressive on A long here, but they're gonna fall back. I like this. When we have rounds like this as well, especially on a map like Overpass, there's just so much control for T's to be gained. Better off trying to go for a stack here a little bit. He spots the shoe. Here's the tag. Just because he moved a little bit. He actually does hit him once though, but will still fall. And Fnatic, because of that, they have connector control, or Jackinho trying to get it. So making their way up towards A long creates a little bit more security, then sure, they can be in bathroom and all that. So, but they cannot be flanking us, at least from staircase, would have to come from spawn. But that's still later. Brolin is also now making his way back towards A, but it's a tag here now, and here's where we see the A execute taking place. And C9 actually will have the time to potentially rotate back here now, so Fnatic will be fighting against 3 C9 players.
Oh boy, it hurts, it stings. There's no medicine from the doctor, just elimination. The threat of, as Fnatic move closer to match point. Zeppa hopes to be able to pick up a rifle. He'll ring a few bells, but not enough of them. Fnatic on the cusp of double the score of their opponent, and that would be the end of the game. Cloud9 will have a buy. They'll have a good buy. Alex on the AWP. But they need quite a lot of rounds on their CT side now. They have won 1 round in this half so far.
Really surprising.
Yeah.
Every time we've seen C9, it's been about their CT side being really dominant. I think it's the only time we've seen them struggle on it.
Yeah, you could argue it comes in the hands of poor economy in the beginning. Door was blown here as well, and Fnatic already has this B short presence. Leaving mid alone for now, and JW just spies lonesome up there in mid, but we kind of see this tendency from Fnatic, which is why the rounds take a little bit longer too. You'd argue that it does create a few openings for CTs here as well if they were going to be a little bit active and trying to go for some picks. We're not going to see that. As a note as well, we think about the time, and we also think where the bomb is dropped in T-spawn. And normally that's a task for JW if he doesn't go down to kind of run back and collect that. But I think it's looking very likely to be an A play instead, which is why we see Golden kind of be the one that rotates instead. 40 seconds now, though, so you'd argue, I was going to say, maybe they actually don't want to go with that play based on the little information that they have. And I love this from Messi. It's time to be a little bit more active on the map on C9. You don't have a lot of information, so you kind of have to go for something. And Messi here just spotting absolutely no one except for Jackinho. You should have the call here now of, listen guys, there's no one else here. Watch out for the B, and here comes the push.
Oh, that is beautiful from Zeppa. Absolutely clean 2 kills of support from Floppy. Timing is fantastic. Style points from the HE from Mezzi. And finally, a second round for Cloud9. They only need 6 more in a row.
Zeppa's like a laser beam sometimes when he's just so fast. It looks like he's the high sentence, but yeah, laser.
Oh, nice.
That was satisfying to watch, wasn't it? Satisfying to watch those kills come through, Monster.
So now it's a question of how, can they string all these rounds back to back? That looks a lot more confident. So there's always an argument to be made. Still in the game, still got a full buy. Crims though, quite quick into the short position, just as they're doing the boost here. Oh, he's going to catch them off guard. Oh, he's unable to get the kill. That's unfortunate for Crims. That could have been a huge moment in this round. He's going to evacuate though. I love this from Fnatic because Crims just show presence in sewers. So it's unlikely Cloud9 are going to go there immediately to challenge. So there's this timing where Cloud9 kind of have to respect that there could be this play around B, like continued aggression. But instead, Fnatic have all 5 players now that have the ability to go towards the A side if that's how they choose to kind of exec now. Should only be running into 3 players maximum. Ooh, opportunities. That's a great shot from JW. That could now create a huge series of problems. Mezzi at the back of the side trying to defend by himself. He's done well initially at least, but he has additional kills to pick up to really give his team a chance in this one. He's done a good enough job. He's done at least the minimum to give his team a chance here.
Floppy heading towards bank. Lots of inquisitive spray, but ultimately they've got to wait for these smokes to come and go. And there are 2 flashbangs that could come behind them on in the hands of Golden and Crims. Crims is just ready. He's simply fast enough. Down to bank he goes. Zeppa 1 versus 3. Bomb in an unusual position where they'd be forced forward, Fnatic, and forward they will go for that final kill. 16-9, Overpass taken by Fnatic, as well as the series over Cloud9. A back and forth affair, but a little one-sided in this second half of Overpass.
Yeah, not really getting economy in order here for C9 on the CT side. And Fnatic, we talked about it. They're going to be very happy with that CT side they had, getting 8 CT rounds there as well. Just getting a lot of rounds to play with here on the C side. And C9 not really getting into it, not getting the economy that you want. And they tried to do some aggressive plays and stuff like that, but obviously with the economy disadvantage, just Fnatic with just a very good T side here. Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah, didn't expect that. It was a really good performance from them. They really held their nerve. I mean, Fnatic as a team that has so much experience that it is very hard to shake them. And it did feel like in the first 2 maps, Cloud9 did a lot of damage to really create as many upsetting situations as possible, but Fnatic remained resolute the entire time. And I mean, we talked about it. They have a well-rounded game, and that really came into play on Overpass.
That was awesome. We're going to a break. See you back here in a few.